you just go until someone boops you away, and that.
Oh, you don't touch him. You don't touch him. You play 2v2. Ooh, strong start out of the gate. Look at this, as Northern Arizona University in the blue, really putting some early pressure on. And you can tell by our players' names, there's a lot of love between these two squads. Okifin, though, takes it back the other way. Oh, and this is going to be just a firework display between these two teams. I can feel it already.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to... I'm feeling the shootout here. I'm feeling the... Gosh, the names are so wild. I'm feeling a shoot. I'm feeling an offensive showdown. I am feeling these two teams to just go at it, go completely wild, go completely mental, go completely bonkers. And already they have started it off. Why was that the one that got you?
What is that car? What on earth is Castillo running?
Wait.
Okay, this is one of the new ones we're seeing. I hadn't seen this one yet. All right, that thing looks menacing. Castillo looks like they're just out for blood.
The tank kind of car. Oh my gosh, that. It was released today, apparently, is what
okay. No wonder I didn't see it. Yeah, I was a little confused.
No wonder.
I was like, what is this?
Like, why is he driving around in a pink van? I mean, I like the vibes are on point, but why he doing that? It's wonderful. I love it.
Gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, you can see High Crew here running the same vehicle. Don't know the name of that one yet. We'll have to learn that one. Obviously got dropped. It's cool getting that little first day preview of it.
Absolutely, and I mean, we should actually start talking about the game because these are two of the highest ranked teams in EGF so far, and they've been going at it incredibly intensely, and it looks like High Crew is going to pick up a second goal for University of Montana. I almost said Montreal. Sorry, we were talking about poutine before we came back from break, and it just got Canada in my brain.
It was a really good play as Caden was forced out of position to make that first save and just leaves the door wide open. Just got word in. Our fantastic producer has told me the car is called the Nomad. So there we go. A little tidbit of information there. High Crew rocking the Nomad. Looking to drive the snake in on the horns. Drives it. High Crew with an incredible play. Able, look at that move. Just fakes out two players and then goes over Battle Team. High Crew, just unbelievable style for the third goal on the board.
Oh, I love this. I love that car. It's just it's so. I am in awe of the size of that lad. That car is it's so big. It's so like it's so stocky too. It's just wild. I feel like I haven't done any actual Rocket League casting this entire map, but now if you are there's this real deficit now that we have to overcome. We've been joking around, but Northern Arlington, one of these teams, their winning streak that has lasted 13. Arizona. Sorry about that. Arizona, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Arizona, one of these teams is going to have that winning streak come to an end, whether it be the 5 winning streak of Arizona or the 13 winning streak of Montana. One of them is going to come to an end today, and honestly, you can't handle it if there's another goal from Montana. I'll tabbed out to look at the standings, but just knocks it in from just so far across. That's just such a good shot.
Aiden almost had it. Aiden got up for it and even made contact with the ball, but was just a split second too late to deny the goal. Oh, it was so close. And clearly, game one, strongly in Montana's grasp right now. They have a firm grip. Caden tried to drive one home. Aiden might actually, Aiden's shot goes a little wide. Can't help but feel that NAU desperately need a goal here. Not for the game one's sake, but just for a little bit of momentum and confidence moving into game two.
couldn't agree with you more. The losing 4-0 versus losing 4-1 in a game one it makes a mile of difference because you're going from potentially being shut out for the first game to even just getting one goal proves that you can put this in the back of the net. Just in very basic terms, you can win this.
Caden gets a huge clear before getting demoed. Caden is battle team, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know why I like calling Caden, but hey, why not? The freshman out of NAU has had a very strong showing, but I think another thing that is really required is Aiden. Aiden needs to get involved in this series if Northern Arizona University are going to claw this one back. Montana seemed to have game one pretty cinched up. 4 goals in 22 seconds would be quite the feat from the Lumberjacks, as Montana are barely letting them get out of their own half. Finally, NAU are able to push into the maroon side of the pitch. AZ quickly just sends it right back down. But moving forward, we need, in the games that we see NAU do really well, are games where Aiden has some room to work and is able to put a lot of pressure on the net. And NAU have got to find a way to get Aiden involved in this series.
Couldn't agree with you more, as right now you are seeing a struggle from Northern Arizona, as they have just not really had any chance to possess the ball. It just feels like Montana has been going so aggressive that they can't do anything.
Yeah, that was a suffocating offense coming out of Montana. Just putting a lot of pressure. I mean, 10-3 in shots says quite a bit in of itself. The individual efforts coming out, just phenomenal goal. Goal of the day coming out. I believe that was Haikuru that had that phenomenal goal. Was it Haikuru Okifit? Oh no, my brain is failing me now. But I believe it was Haikuru. I'm second guessing myself. I hate when I second guess myself. Don't do that.
I passed the brain farts on to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's contagious.
I know. I'm tired and then you're tired. It's wild how we're both tired like that. Already, though, you have the aggression coming in. This is what we want to see, and there you go. Already, you have scored one more goal than you did last game, and it's only been 20 seconds. You got so much more in the game to go.
Castillo loves Haikuru, able to sneak the ball past. Haikuru loves Castillo. And that's Northern Arizona University breaking the seal, getting their toughest goal of the day out of the way. The first one is always the hardest as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Castillo with a great challenge there, not allowing Montana to really develop any kind of offense just yet. Battle team gets the clear, pushes it back down. Aiden gets control. It's enough of a touch on it to keep it in the zone, but Haikuru will eventually find the clear. Even beats the challenge against Castillo. Aiden gets demoed, and AZ is put off backward, looking for the double tap. Whoa, that was an odd bounce. Battle team somehow gets a handle on it. Haikuru's shot goes high, and Montana are still scoreless.
That was just so close there. That was an incredible offensive effort, but an even better defensive shot. Aiden, though, sends it in towards net. Almost Haikuru able to get a touch on it and keep that out of the back of the net and keep this deficit to only 1, which is an easily surmountable deficit at this point. Being down 1, not that bad, but once you start getting into 2, 3 down, that's when bad things happen. There's the demo, and no one's left in net to touch anything. Oh, what a demo. What a coordinated play there.
Yeah, Castillo with a huge play. Big touch to sit it down there, and then completely clearing out the net. And it's 2-0 going over to NAU right now. And even this, I mean, we have an explosive team on the other side of the pitch in the University of Montana. So if you're the Lumberjacks, you can't get too comfortable here with this 2-0 lead. Northern Arizona needs to keep pressure on, but they're doing a great job. They're getting Aiden involved in the series. Aiden is able to get down, do that counter attack, very fast play that seems to excel at so well. There's a shot from Aiden there. Speak his name and he'll score a goal. Aiden increases that lead.
It's like Aiden is just like Beetlejuice. It feels like you say his name enough and there he is with a goal. It's just incredible. And now, like I was saying, being down 1, not a big deal. Being down 2, 3 now, you're sweating if you are Montana because you have just had this entire game turned around on you. And Northern Arizona aren't even letting up. They're still going wild at you. And you have not found an answer yet. And you're very close to just writing this game off and just saying GG go next, and that does not help you making it 4-0 battle team.
Hey, goals for everybody. Northern Arizona have absolutely waken up. All 3 players have a goal to their name, at least one. As we approach the halfway mark, this has been extremely one-sided traffic. What a turnaround from the 0-4 loss NAU suffered game 1 to now have a commanding lead in game 2.
I mean, we were pushing the sort of idea that you really need to equalize, but now you have the shoe is just on the other foot now, as it was as you were down 4-0 in that first game, lost 4-0, and you're already up 4-0 with 2 minutes left. You have the opportunity to make this lead even bigger. But again, like I said, you can't rest on your laurels. You saw what happened in our first game. If you get a little bit too complacent and let your opponent come back, you can end up with someone coming back 3-2.
Which is why I love the aggression we're seeing right now out of NAU. They're not sitting back and playing super defensive. Look at this. Castillo in front of the net, and it's created another opportunity. Battle Team finds their second of the game. And they just continue to put the pressure on. Northern Arizona University are not letting off the gas whatsoever. And which is, I think, the right play. Like you don't give Montana any room to work. Don't let them out of their own zone. And making a monstrous statement in game 2 going forward to try to get in their heads a little bit and get the win firmly at your back if you're in AU and take that into the rest of the series.
I mean, if we were thinking that a 4-0 loss would be difficult to recover from, think about how difficult a 5-0 loss would be to recover from. And we're still not over, and they're not letting up. They're just still going. Northern Arizona are just still putting their foot on the gas. They're not letting up, and there's still so much pressure coming in, and they're still going for aggressive plays like that, sending up multiple players, almost sending their third man past like midfield, and it is incredible to watch because you can't get anything going, you can't get anything started, even approaching an attack, and this is demoralizing, this is deflating.
But if you're Grizzlies fans, have no fear. University of Montana have a rock-solid mental. We saw that on display last week against their other conference rivals in Weber State. And Montana able to come away with that dub 3-2. Castillo is going to drive this one home, just add a little bit more salt to the wound. As the battle team takes it in the air all the way down and just hands it off to Castillo. Just like, here you go. Hey, you look like you could use a goal, Castillo. Perfectly delivered 2 goals apiece down the board for NAU with 18 seconds remaining, but this does not indicate anything in the rest of the season, or the series rather, just yet. Montana have been in a hole before and have clawed their way back every single time.
Absolutely. I mean, that last goal there was almost like a charitable donation, pretty much. But still, this is gonna be a test of that iron mental you talked about. No, oh, that almost went into the net. That was just like a little bit more up. That would have made it 7-0. But Northern Arizona just 2 goals apiece, getting more goals than Montana had shots on net. That is scary.
Yeah, and if you're looking at points, Aiden, the lowest scorer for Northern Arizona University as far as points, still had more than Okefin, your top points from Montana. So an extremely dominant game across the board, all metrics, 15-5 in shots, just living in the maroon half of the pitch. That was quite the comeback, and Northern Arizona University showing us the strength of their character and the rock solid mental that they have as well. This absolutely is. This is the Big Sky Conference match of the century between these two undefeated squads, personally, it's going about as I expected here so far. We're all tied up, headed to Game 3.
All tied up. The momentum is in the favor of course, in the favor of Northern Arizona. But like you said, we thought the momentum was right in the favor of Montana last time, and well, look where that got us. Immediate turnaround. So it's up to both these teams to see if Montana can turn this momentum around, or if Northern Arizona are just going to prove that game one was just a complete fluke, and they're here to dominate. The new kings of the EGF might be here, as they're putting on a good show to take down one of the undefeated teams of the tournament.
Battle team with a good demo there, driving in. High Crew steals it away, able to clear the zone, sneaks it past Castillo. Can't get it past Aiden. Okay, Finn, put it off the backboard. High Crew, a little bit of a misread or just falling back, just rotating back. I've noticed Montana seem to play a little bit conservatively. They're starting to put pressure on, but the counter-strike was so good in Game 2 from Northern Arizona University. They have to respect it. They can't send everybody too far deep or they get punished. So as an adjustment, Montana have been a little bit more conservative on their approach. Nice touch from Okefin. Still can't quite clear the zone.
Now we're getting into what seems to be a bit of a defensive show-off compared to what was previously an offensive shootout, as we've now gone a minute or so, or now two, without any goals scored, which is probably the biggest for this series so far. But it really goes to show you how close these two teams are, that you can go from dominant performances on either side for the first two maps, and then just have a completely defensive show-off. But now Montana has that chance, but just can't tap it in. They're still there, but Castillo is able to send it away, get that clear, and get that pressure off, able to turn that release valve. But UMT is not ready to call it quits just yet. Aiden is able to get possession back, but it is quickly taken away. That is the suffocating pressure that we love to see from Montana, because that is exactly this is what got them goals in that first map. It was this undeniable push pressure they were putting on, and they're continuing this into map 2 now as we sail past the halfway part. 2 minutes left to go.
Battle team. What? Battle team.
No.
Okay. Show me that again. Let me see this replay. Okefin gets the touch. Battle team with the challenge. Oh, and AZ just can't quite get up in time. Oh, what a way to break the tie here with only $1.55 left in Game 3. And a Battle team giving NAU the edge they need. We'll see. I don't know if that'll stand. This has been such high octane games that, yeah, like you say, the contrast is quite noticeable, as both teams have not really been as explosive as we saw earlier, making adjustments defensively on both sides of the pitch. Aiden looking to put another one on the board. That one, Easy gets credited for the block. It looked like it might have hit one of their own players.
That was wild. What a setup there from Castillo, just able to set it right up, right past the third man, and tap it in, making it look easy.
Yeah, Okifit a little slow on the draw there. I think was worried about the follow-up coming from down low and just didn't get up in the air to block the double tap. Great play from Castillo. And now this has been 8 unanswered goals over the past 2 games coming out of Northern Arizona University. Montana have gone scoreless for the past 9 minutes.
That is absolutely brutal. And you said they have an iron mental. They're going to have to show it because even iron can crack. As we have seen, being scoreless for 9 minutes and being outscored 8-0 the last 9 minutes is hard enough to crack an iron mental of steel. And we'll have to see if it can crack that iron mental of Montana.
Yep, with enough heat and enough pressure, even the toughest of metals and mentals can fold, bend, and even crack and break. And that's exactly what NAU are trying to do at the moment. 13 seconds remaining, and they seem to have Game 3 all cinched up. It would take an instant goal, but it's in the maroon half. Montana will fall yet again and are suddenly facing a match point against the young upstarts of Northern Arizona University.
This has been such a turnaround from Northern Arizona. I mean, we talk about mentals, and so far it has just been the Arizona show. Even considering how well that Montana has played, I mean, in terms of shots, fairly well, I was gonna say fairly even because I was looking at the first 2 players, but then I noticed Battle Team had 5 shots on net. And such a defensive showdown that the 2 players who scored a goal for Northern Arizona did not get MVP. In fact, it was Aiden with 4 saves who got MVP.
And who we typically, at least I think of, as one of the more offensive players for this squad. Aiden's the one who's been protecting the net and 4 important saves. I mean, any one of those goes in, and you're looking at a momentum shift. You're looking at a possibly different outcome after this very important Game 3. But NAU stay strong. Now, I will say that NAU had swapped off of that new car, the Nomad, had been running all octanes for this last game. I can't help but wonder if it's time for High Crew to do the same. Do we forgo the trial vehicles and go back to what you're comfortable with? It looks like High Crew's sticking with the Nomad from what I just saw.
Coming into that face-off goes in right the way of NAU. Now Battle Team has the opportunity to put this right into the center. He's in right to center. Is there anyone able to touch it? No, not for the members of not for NAU, but still now you are seeing NAU match point now for them, so they're looking to close this out. As now they send it in towards the net. Battle Team almost takes the shot in, but cleared out towards the side. Are they going to get that counterattack, or will it be snuffed out? We've seen NAU keep that pressure on. The demo on the Battle Team is probably going to mean a bit of an attack now for UMT. Still, though, here comes the attack. A's doesn't get a good touch on it, able to knock it away, but still scoreless into a minute. We have seen our first 2 games be that offensive showdown. And we saw game 2 be a little bit more defensive. Oh no, almost there. But High Crew able to save it.
Daisy going up, does get enough of that ball to get the save. Okifit gets beat, but Castillo is along the top crossbar and gets that ball out of harm's way. Aiden with a big clear, denying AZ a shot in Northern Arizona's half, and here comes NAU. The Lumberjacks right back on the assault. Good defensive play. No shots as a result. Castillo boots it back down deep. AZ sends it back. It's a battle for possession here on the midfield line. Hiker going to force it down towards the goal. Castillo doesn't get a solid touch. AZ disrupted it as well. Okifin coming through. Now going up. It's a race to the ball, and Battle Team is going to win it. Falls down to AZ, who gets around a couple of players. Grabs a big boost along the way. can't develop anything with it. Defense just has
Yeah.
been on point for both of these squads.
Yeah, we're going right back into this defensive showdown into the second half, still scoreless. And for NAU, you're kind of okay with that. You have that comfortable lead that you can potentially drop this game without losing the series. For UMT, you have the pressure that you cannot let a goal in. You cannot let NAU come in and take the goal off you, because then you are very close to losing that entire series off of it. And the pressure's on for UMT to get something going, because they just haven't been able to in the past 2 games.
Both teams just have to work for every inch. I mean, you see a good move that's able to get past one defender, and NAU comes through, and the rotations are clean, able to solve that one. AZ this time tried to go to the air, still can't find any openings. University of Montana just keep prodding at this defense from all angles, searching for any sign of weakness, but NAU have shown none over the past 2 games, really 3, including this one.
Already, I mean, we are down to our last 90 seconds, our last buck and a half of time now for this game. There's the demo onto Okifin. This could be an opening, but it is UMT able to keep the pressure on, even with that risk there. UMT has the chance. Is there anyone to follow up on it? It's High Crew. It's High Crew coming in and tapping it in, sending UMT up.
The drought for Montana has ended. Finally scoring their first goal since game 1. And it took a lot of effort, a lot of offensive pressure, and trying to figure out a way to get past this NAU defense. It was a pass off the backboard, and slowly but surely, Montana break them down and have themselves a lead for the first time since game 1. I mean, obviously they had scored since game 1. They're not going to be in the lead since game 1. Now they need to protect it for 45 more seconds. AZ trying to clear the zone. Castillo with the steal. Okifin has to give up the challenge to get the clear.
Good bump onto AZ now with pressure. There comes Aiden. And not able to get the touch on it, but they might have like 30 seconds left. AZ gets demoed. Battle Team on the delivering end. High Crew sends it in towards the center. There's the clear, but the demo comes in from High Crew as well. AZ beating out Castillo.
What a move!
Evens it up, just jukes everyone out, and just takes it in to home. Wonderful.
With 17 seconds remaining, Castillo with ice in their veins, cool, calm, and collected, comes through with the magic to get around 2 players and tie up this game. Oh my goodness. Montana were so close. They were so close to sending us to that game 5. Now, it might just have to happen in overtime, if at all. Castillo looking for one opportunity. A 0-second feat of magic, no, will not be found by NAU.
Coming in now to our 3rd game of overtime. This one could decide who wins this series, who stays undefeated, whether it will be UMT or NAU. NAU, of course, the upstart 5-0 streak. No, give it in. Or whether it's going to be the old guard 13-0, staying alive in this race for first seed. Coming in still, the pressure on for both these teams. Huge pinch over to the side, almost going in for NAU. These teams so close. NAU, again, just looking for that one goal to send it and seal their win.
There it is!
AZ keeps it in, keeps his team alive. That was last second. Just barely able to keep it in. Battle Team gets demoed by AZ. AZ now over on the right side, able to potentially field it. It's going to be hit.
High Crew,
AZ! Do it! They do it! They do it! They even us up and send us to a game 5.
Holy cow!
AZ!
Oh my goodness! With the save of the century there from AZ in OT, and then able to get ahead of the defense. The pass is there. Haiku nails that pass. Spot on. Pixel perfect. AZ does not disappoint. Puts it home. And we're headed to game 5.
What else could you want there from AZ? Just perfect. A perfect save into a perfect shot onto the goal. Incredible stuff. Ending up with 669 points by the end, getting them MVP. Nice job.
Extremely well done. Extremely well done. There's that mental. There's that. They just cannot be shook. The Grizzlies out of Missoula, Montana, I've come to play, and they wanted to play one more, and here we are. One last game to decide who holds on to their undefeated season, to decide who goes into the #1 slot for the conference, with major implications as far as seeding when it comes to postseason, when it comes to playoffs. A lot on the line here for this game 5. And Okie fan might try to start off good. Haiku gets denied by Castillo.
I don't think you can undersell the implications of this game 5, especially for the playoffs. It's so important to keep yourself in that final race, almost sending it in as battle team. You are looking, both these teams are looking to send a message. Even if this is going to be an offensive shootout, putting in that first goal means that you write the rules for the next few sort of engagements. You write the rules as to how this is going to be played, whether or not the enemy team is going to be looking for openings or whether or not they're going to be trying to push into your defenses. That is the question that you get to write when you score that first goal. You have so much more control. This first goal, whoever scores it, is going to be in the driver's seat, no pun intended, going forward. And that's why it's so important as battle team almost scores that first goal. Not enough as we go into a minute and a half gone from this final 5th game. Aiden almost sends it in as well.
I couldn't quite make solid connection on it. Castillo with a shot, far post. Castillo does. Castillo makes it work. As a good touch from battle team, able to force it past 2 players from Montana who found themselves stuck in the corner. First game 5 goal going to NAU. University of Montana now playing from the back foot. They're able to win it out in a game 5 over their other conference rivals in Weber State. Now really need to put something together here. Their undefeated streak might come to an end in the next 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
And that's going to be up to them. This could be the opportunity, though. It's just one person left, but Aiden is able to clear it out and buy themselves some time. But Battle Team doesn't get to touch in. It goes in! AZ keeps it going. AZ has just been clutch exactly when you need them to be. And they have just...
That was an interesting goal. That was an interesting goal. I think AZ going up kind of psyched him out a little bit, psyched out the defense of NAU. AZ looked like they were going to go up and redirect it, and ends up just letting it bounce, realizing that nobody from NAU were in the air. Nobody was coming up to challenge. AZ tried to get in the Lumberjacks' heads.
They're playing checkers, and AZ's playing mind games right now. It's been wild so far, as Rocket League is an ultimate mind game. Haven't you heard about Aiden?
That's what I was gonna say. Have you heard about Aiden?
Have you heard the news of our savior Aiden? He's got the halo as well.
Yeah, big props to Castillo for that bump. That was a huge bump.
It was incredible there. All right, still coming in. Uzi has the chance now. Sends it in towards the center. You do have NAU up, but there's the opportunity. Aiden gets demoed. There's the chance, but they just can't capitalize off it. UMT now she's on the other foot. Aiden comes back with a vengeance, gets the demo, but again, cannot find purchase off of it, of that temporary disruption of your rotations. Now UMT and EOG both close. UMT, and you getting that shot off.
2v1.
Goes back and forth 2v1. Not enough there. With pressure going on, the clear comes in. There's Castillo knocking it past one. Enough comes in, looking for the killing blow. Can't find it.
Time running out for Montana. Okifid knows it. Gives it over to High Crew. Comes through. Good contact. Manages to steal the ball away as well. Spins the defender in a circle. But Castillo bailing NAU out on that particular defense. Driving the ball out of there. Here comes Aiden on the attack into the corner. Gets stalled out by High Crew. High Crew, who's determined to win this with the Nomad. Gets the ball stolen away, and the ball ends up in front of Montana's net. Nice move! Castillo increases the lead to 2. Castillo comes up with their second hero of Game 5. And Montana now in a very tough spot as Battle Team just works that ball in. Beautiful coordination, beautiful communication. Castillo in the perfect spot at the right time. 3-1, 53 seconds remaining.
And now for UMT, you have a really tough proposition here. You have to score 2 goals in about a minute, and that's not looking good for you. You really need to be aggressive there. There's the demo onto Okifin. Is he able to make the save now, coming in, trying to just tap this in towards the net? It's gonna come down over on that left side. Gotta be close there. High Crew trying to take it in, trying to tap it in there. Now Okifin gets the shot off, but there's the shot from Castillo, and Castillo has put that. That's it.
Yeah, that feels like the one that broke the camel's back right there. Castillo coming up with a hat trick, just goes end to end, and you can't fault Montana. You got to go hard in the paint. You got to get super aggressive with as little time as they had, down by 2. Of course, you're going to leave your defense open doing it like that, but you had to invest all in on the attack. Unfortunately, Castillo makes them pay. And Northern Arizona University will move up to 6-0. They're going to hand Montana their first loss of the entire season and definitively steal first place in the Big Sky Conference. They are in a prime position to go in playoffs with great seeding.
Incredible seeding. They are now one of just 2 teams who are undefeated now. It's just them and UT Arlington, and honestly, this is just an incredible showing. Northern Arizona coming in, having played 5 games in the tournament, and showing that not only can they play with the best of them, that they can fell a giant.
It is both of these teams facing their toughest opponent of the season here today. Oh, man, NAU just have to be elated right now. I cannot wait to talk to them and get their opinions on this series. The energy in those comms has got to be just through the roof. I know I would be. I would be out of my chair right now if I'm Northern Arizona University. I'd be out of my chair if I'm a fan of Northern Arizona University. What a dominant display. What a performance. Able to hold on tight after losing Game 4 in overtime. They come back and just hit Game 5 with a vengeance. It was all blue and gold in Game 5.
That it was, and we're going to be right back with an interview of one of the players. We're going to be back with an interview of Battle Team, and I'm pretty excited to hear what they have to say.